This is just a little recording to show how to use Matchup. And down at the bottom, you'll see players, draw, matches. If there's already a round that's in there, then you can go to the draw. So see players, draw, down at the bottom there, little dice. And then top left, it says reset. So hit that reset and it'll get rid of the last game. You can always save it if you want before that, but we're just going to go ahead and delete it. And then you go back to players at the bottom, the little icon there. And as people register, then you just click on the little toggle that adds them to the game. And if it's a big long list and you're having trouble finding it, then you just kind of scroll everything down like that. And then you'll see that search. So when I'm scrolling down, it disappears. But when I'm scrolling up or down the list, I scroll back up to the top like that, then this little search pops up. Then I can hit Maureen. There she is, and then add her that way. And then I have to hit the X and cancel if I want to add. See the little plus there on the top left? Hit the plus, and then I can add. So let's just say Jan comes in, and then Jan's in group 2 because that's her duper level or whatever. And then you scroll down to where it says available and you toggle that on. If you do it here, then it'll save time later. And then click save. And now we can see that Jan right here has been added, see, automatically. And then we've got everybody in except for Ingo, so we'll add Ingo. Now everybody's been toggled on, they're all registered in. So now we click at the bottom where it said players. Now we click to draw. And yeah, the number of players is going to have some people sitting off. So, okay, and we have 2 courts on this app, but you'll put it onto 6 courts. It tells you you've got 10 players. There they are. And then Rotorua. And then the number of rounds, just keep it to 1 because it generates the rounds really fast. And where it says preferred match type, you can do within groups, adjacent groups, alternate groups, intergroup, mix it up, or manual. So I like to just do within groups or adjacent groups to start with, and then maybe mix it up every once in a while. So I would say we'll do adjacent groups to start with and hit go. Now it shows the first round, and notice at the bottom here it says on the bench, Ingo and Jan. So that's pretty cool. It also has a little timer here that you can start. So there's some options up here to save the event. This is in the top, those little 3 dots in a circle. You can save the event, hide the timer. You can hide the scores or show the scores. We want to show the scores. The little emoji just tells you if it's a good matchup or not based on their skill level. So that's kind of neat to see that there as well. And then down at the bottom, you can adjust this when that round is done. You can make the next round and do within, adjacent, mix, whatever. So let's just say Fred and Chris got 11. And so you just click on that and then you go down to Judy and Lindsay, they got 9. Hit done. On the iPad, it doesn't pop up with a screen like this. You just enter it right in. So there we go. Put the scores in. Boom. It shows who won. And then hit go to generate the next round. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So Chris and Fred are on the bench. And let's say Fred comes up and says, hey, I am leaving, or he just wants to pause a game. So what you do is you go down at the bottom where it says matches, draw, and players. You go back to players, and you find Fred, and you can put him on pause if he just wants to go off one game, or you can hit the toggle to take him off. And then when you go back to matches and hit generate the next round, he'll be gone. So you can see now it's just Lindsay off, no Fred in there, and now it works great. So we enter the scores in, boom, 5-5. Or 11 to 15. There we go. Boom. So that's how you do all this. And at the very end, if you want, you can save the event right there. And that'll put it onto the saved events. And then we can look at view leaderboard. Now you have to upgrade on my phone, but right here, this is where you can see the leaderboard at the very end. Cool. All right, that's everything.